So I wanted to do a video on aspects in the natal chart or placements in the natal chart that show that it's easy for people to like you. Now, with a little disclaimer here, your soulmate people will love you for you. And, that's not what I'm talking about here. I'm not talking about synastry, but I'm talking about these aspects or these placements in the natal chart that mean that it's easy for you to be liked by most people. Now, not that everyone is going to like you all the time, but there are some aspects that show you're kind of a pleasing energy toward people, and people generally get good vibes from you. So, of course, the first thing I want to talk about is a strong Venus, right? Venus, the love planet, the planet of attraction and pleasure, and the planet of relationship with others. So, romantic relationships, but also just relating in general to all people. So, if you have a strong Venus, meaning you have like many Taurus placements or many Libra placements, or you have Libra or Taurus rising, or you have Venus in the first house, or even Venus angular. So Venus in the first house, Venus in the fourth house, Venus in the seventh house, Venus in the 10th house, Venus in a strong house placement, making strong aspects in your chart, you're going to be pretty likable, you're going to be pleasing, you're going to be harmonious. People will find you to be beautiful, quite likely, and you can be pretty easy to get along with as well. So the next thing I want to say is trines to Venus. So if you have strong trines to Venus in your natal chart, so the trine is a harmonious aspect, it's an aspect of ease and a natural energy that you exude even without trying. So like if you have moon trine Venus, if you have we can't have Mercury trine Venus, that would be impossible. But you could have Mercury conjunct Venus or sextile Venus actually, and that's going to show that you are able to communicate with people in a pleasing way. You could have Venus trine Mars, you could have Venus making a trine to pretty much any planet is going to actually soften your personality, and it's going to show that it's easy for you to be attractive. It's easy for you to attract in what you want in a relationship sense, or in financial sense as well. So Venus trines can really show that. The next thing that I want to say is Jupiter trines. Now, the likability of Jupiter trines is a little bit different than Venus. Venus is attraction and love and pleasure and sensuality. So Venus likability is different than Jupiter likability. People like you if you have a strong Jupiter, or Jupiter trines. Actually, if you have too many Jupiter conjunctions, you might be too much. But if you have just the right amount of Jupiter energy in a trine, like say Sun trine Jupiter, Moon trine Jupiter, Venus trine Jupiter, even Mars or Mercury trine Jupiter can show that you can get along with people as well. But if you have these Jupiter trines, people just know instinctively, intuitively that you're a good person, and you have like good morals, you have like good advice, and you have good energy. Now, it's not a sensual or sexual energy like with Venus, but it's like you have a nobility, you have an energy that people trust, that people like, that is uplifting to people when you have Jupiter trines. You could also see this with Jupiter angular as well. So Jupiter in the first house, specifically actually, Jupiter in the first house can show that Jupiter is a big part of your personality. And if it's also making trines to other planets, this shows that your energy is very inviting to other people. Now, I believe that in the natal chart, trines are a symbol or a sign of like good karma. So that's why I'm emphasizing the trine and not the other aspects. You could have the other aspects and still be very likable, but like the trines show an energy thing. It shows an energy that you've mastered. So if you have these Venus trines, you've mastered some form of like lovingness or like heart-based energy in previous lifetimes. And if you've mastered like things with these Jupiter trines, coming from past lifetimes, you have a wisdom, you have like a soul activated energy, you have also a warmth. So it's two different kinds of warm energy that we have here when we have those placements. Now, of course, these are just a few, right? There could be many more, but I was just meditating on, I just did a video on Moon trine Venus aspect of the natal chart, which you might want to check out. And I was thinking, yeah, that aspect really shows it's easy to get along with people and people naturally like you. And, you know, what other ones would show that, right? What other aspects would show that? So decided to make this quick video, not an absolute list, just a short video. What are your thoughts, you guys? I would love to know. I'd love to hear from you. And sorry that the audio is not great. I am on my phone and it doesn't have the best audio. But I love you guys and thank you for watching.